Black Clover anime, baby. Black Clover. I don't know if they just decided like, yo, we know we gave y'all some really half-ass down, like, we don't know what we're doing episodes for like a month or two, but episode, I want to say it's 49. I'm pretty sure it's 49. The end of the Vito versus Asta and all them, and then Yami, you know, the goat from Black Clover, pretty much one of the biggest reasons to check out Black Clover. Like, that episode, that fight, man, they made up. I ain't gonna lie, like, it got pretty rough. The Black Clover anime, as I've said, prior to this arc, this Water Temple arc, it was solid. You know, I keep referring back to the Lit versus Yami fight, all that jazz. Really, really cool. This arc comes, bam, art and animation takes a nosedive. And then, of course, we had all the stuff going on with the studios or whatever. But now, episode 49, I just can't say, like, thank goodness they picked up the slack and they made this episode look amazing. I don't know if they got, like, the top of the talent. I don't know if this one was in particular in-house, and that's why it looked so good. I don't know exactly what it was the reason. I mean, I can assume they definitely put this as a priority because this is the finale of all it. This is one of the fan favorite characters jumping in. This is one of those moments which a lot of studios, that's normally what they do. Like, I've seen many different, especially for the ongoing animes, you'll have a handful of episodes that is just like, what's going on here? But once the big grand finale moment comes in, or those big epic moments, even the One Piece anime, it'll be rough or whatever, but Luffy goes gear forth, they're bringing the top dog in, and it's gonna be beautifully animated, and that's definitely what they did with this episode of Black Clover. There was a couple things where I felt as though this is how Yuki Tabata is starting to change stuff up. Because having Asta go up against Vito, as awesome as Asta is, and of course he's the main character, and we're going to talk about the little foreshadowing there, what was going on with Asta and his powers or whatever. If Asta would have been the one to completely defeat Vito, which I think they pronounce in Japanese as Veto, I'm going to say Vito, but if he would have been the one, it would have been like, oh my god, what are you doing? Because these guys, the Eyes of the Midnight Sun, have been built up that they're just astronomically powerful. In fact, based on what Lit had said, Vito and these other guys are even stronger when it comes to battle than him. And Lit is no pushover, right? So if Asta, even with the help of these guys, you know, the Black Bulls, which they're strong, they're dope or whatever, they're awesome, but they're not on that level of like monsters like the captains. Like the captains, okay, yeah, they could get the win, but with these guys, even as awesome as Asta is, which he did the typical shonen thing, I ain't gonna lie, it was cool. I fall for it all the time because I love shonen anime and manga. You know, him diving at him and, you know, lunging the sword through him and thinking he had the win. I was like, okay, all right. I mean, they did the epic transformation, right? They did the whole, oh my gosh, Asta, this is his secret power stuff. They foreshadowed it. I want to say that wasn't even supposed to happen yet. I want to say that, and they did this early on. I want to say it was the first or second episode where they foreshadowed Asta's, there's something different about Asta and, you know, the markings or whatever. This one, they kind of showed it for a second again when Asta was going ham against Vito. Manga, that doesn't happen for a little bit further. Just a heads up, a little change that they did, but I think they want to spice things up, and they know that that's one of the exciting elements of any shonen anime. I always love it, no matter how many series I see it in, those inner turmoils, the inner struggles of, like, you know, Naruto fighting against the Kyuubi, or, you know, fast forward to a little more current, Meliodas with his demon side and things of that nature. You're starting to see a little bit of that manifest within Asta, and oh, when they had the theme come on and all of that, it was awesome. But the way Yuki Tabata, because this is from the source material now, the way he changed it from just being, oh, so this little kid, you know what I'm saying, this little kid that he's just a fresh magic knight, he still isn't the strongest out there or whatever, is able to take out one of the top of this big group. That would have been like, huh? So the fact that Vito got back up stronger than ever, just astronomically powerful, was a very, very breath of fresh air, a very, very good move and a breath of fresh air, just for even Black Clover, because we've already seen a couple of instances where it's like, oh, Asta's the guy that does it. You know what I'm saying? We got some really powerful dudes, but they find the convenient way to make Asta the big hero. So the fact that even though he did stall for time, he did allow Yami the time to come up out of there and slice through, which, oh, can we just... Yami, baby, okay? Yami for the win. That's all I am saying, because when he sliced through, which again, it makes me question a couple things. Like, was it that he lost it? Because, you know, he attempted to get out of the place where he was stuck at, whatever, with the old man from the water temple. He attempted it before that, and he was like, no, and you got the guys outside. But it's either that he purposely was like, I don't want to go all out, or he just said screw it and was like, whatever. Because when he sliced through, I was like, ah. I mean, even before that, let's praise, because I have been harsh on the art and animation, let's praise that this one, Vito was looking extra on point, Asta slinging around there looking great, just everybody, like, their models was on point, the art was great, the animation was great. So I don't want to take nothing away from when there's credit to be given, I'm going to give it. I'm not one that's going to be biased, like, no. Episode 49 of Black Clover was, bro, and it's an ongoing. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's going to have those pitfalls. It's not going to be like a My Hero where, you know, we're getting 12 or 24 episodes a year. Better not have none of those still frame episodes. With an ongoing, you got to be a little bit more forgiving and lenient, just because, yo, they're doing this every single week. So even though, yeah, that's not going to fix the 4, 5, 6, however many episodes we had of just like the stale art and animation, but episode 49, it was just like, Vito trying hard. And let's talk a little bit more, because we keep getting and starting to see the importance of these flashbacks. We see a flashback of, it appears to be Vito, but looking like an elf, talking to Lit, and they're both kind of elves, and you could definitely see, which, by the way, I just gotta say, it was slightly worded differently, but Lit's comment to Vito, bro, you've been watching a little Jiraiya there? You just a little bit of Jiraiya in there, boy. I believe one day there will come a time where humans and us will all be able to see eye to eye. Whatever the fuck he said. Yo, that was Jiraiya, but just worded differently because, you know, this is a little bit of different circumstances. I'm just saying, I'm mad at it. Jiraiya's a great character, but that's where we're at with anime and manga, especially shonen, where it's clear as day. Black Clover and My Hero Academia just does it better as far as hiding it and not really being obvious about it. Black Clover sometimes it just be outright like, yo, that was some Jiraiya shit right there, bro. it is what it is. But it was still really dope, and it's giving more context as to why this guy Lit and these guys of the Eye of the Midnight Sun are doing what they're doing. It's out of vengeance, something the humans did to them back in the day, and this is why they're trying to cause mayhem. But again, it gives more context and understanding of why they're just so angry, why they are acting this way. And Vito getting that extra power up is as if a villain essentially got to knock him a power up after his fight with, you know, Asta or whatever. So kind of cool to see a different side of the spectrum where the villains have that love and that admiration for their friends, and they're using that type of power up as well. But then of course, enter Yami, baby. Once Yami was on the scene, he just slid through dimensions, bro. This is why you can't play with the boss, bro. You can't play with the boss, looking sick as ever. And it just showcases what level Yami is on. Because, like, Yami really showcases that he could possibly be one of the strongest captains. I don't want to say an outright, nah, he's the strongest, but he's definitely up there. And it's funny because the Black Bulls are looked at as like, oh, kind of the slum of the kingdom. They're not up there with us. They're below or whatever. But that's just because they're lazy and they don't care. Because honestly, what Yami just did, breaking through all of their barriers, slashing through Vito right then and there. You could argue, yo, it was kind of a quick sneak attack, but nah, Vito was right then and there. Vito could have tried to do something different. Yami caught him lacking. Bam, it was a wrap. Honestly, awesome episode. Black Clover episode 49. Great little twist and a bow to a kind of rocky arc in terms of what Studio Period did. As far as the material itself, pretty basic. They went down there to get the jewel, and, you know, Vito came and attacked, and they struggled against Vito, and then Goku came at the last second. No, Yami came and did his thing. Honestly, I love the episode. I thought it was nice, and I'm glad that they realized, like, yo, you've been doing us dirty with these episodes. Thank you for cranking it up and making this look absolutely beautiful and magnificent. Kind of curious what you guys think. How did you feel about Black Clover episode 49? Do you feel as though Black Clover is really taking strides and showcasing why it is freaking awesome? And honestly, again, it was nice to see that it wasn't Asta that put down the main big villain of this arc. It was a man a lot cooler and a lot more epic, Yami. And your overall thoughts, if you're not a Black Clover fan, I ain't gonna lie, you are missing out. Black Clover is doing its thing, and if you like My Hero, I think if you get past certain aspects of Black Clover, you'll love Black Clover too. Just saying. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell. Hit that shit to get all notifications of my videos. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Black Clover on that greatness, baby. Thank you for picking up. I'm just saying. We don't give a fuck. Virginity intact, clean stack. Paper rules, if you heard it, best believe that. But now it's whatever. One day I'll be a favorite, but never. No matter how you get it done.